Morning everyone and welcome back to YTCSC, YouTube's Celtic Supporters Club. My name is Mark and I am your host. Going to do a video today about two potential new signings. One that we've been chatting about for quite some time. Seems to be a wee bit closer, and a new name or a new face on the block. Which is quite interesting actually. So I'll get on to both of those in a minute. So we've got Celtic out in Portugal, continuing the pre-season friendlies and the build up to the up and coming season. Watched this morning the KT interview, which was really nice to see. See him talking about leaving Celtic to go to Arsenal. How difficult that was, and then how easy he feels the transition to coming back to Celtic will be. He knows the style of play, he knows the club, and he knows some of the players, and he's looking forward to pre-season to get to know the guys and to get back into the fold, which really nice to see. Seems to have matured an awful lot. I know he's been away for a few while, and that's natural, but he seems like a really mature young guy, and I think he's going to tear it up for us this year. I really do. But one of the links to the video we're making today is to a left back, and we do need cover in there. I know we've got Anamura who played there, but I don't think that's where he's going to be coming in to play. Before I go any further then, please, if you haven't, please like, share, click the bell, and subscribe, please. We are at 633 people. We are being dragged to 1,000. It's dragged. So please share it. Please share the video to people that you know that are interested in this kind of thing. Before we get into it then, well done Stephen Coulthard. I've posted out your little Celtic wall art. That should be with you any day now. Could you do us a favour and just give us a wee message on here when you've got it, or like Brian says, take a wee picture and just email it in to the channel, and we can just post that just so everybody can see that you've got it. Second one then that we'll be doing is this, and it's the Bruni. So it's Scott Brown doing the Bruni, and it's a cracker actually. So it's a black and white background, as you can see, with Bruni in colour. It's a belter. What I need you to do if you want to win this is just make sure when you are commenting, post your name and just let us know that you're interested in this, because what we'll do then is the same thing as we'll go and we'll just put all the names into ChatGPT, and again, it doesn't matter if it's 1, 10, 50, 100, somebody will win it. So post your name to make sure that I know that you want to get into the draw, and I'll just love heart your name when that comes around. Okay, so let's start talking about football. Kuhn is gone. He went for around, it's estimated about 16.5 to 17.5 million to Como, which is a hell of a bit of business by Celtic. We signed him for 3 million 17 months ago, maybe 17, 18 months ago. And he really gave us 6 good months. I was a fan of him. Got a big mate, Alan, when he signed, he hated him. Absolutely hated him. And I think most people thought it wasn't going to work out in the first 6 months. He gave us a really good 6 months. I thought he was brilliant in Europe. A player who really helped us get on in Europe. It leaves us short now that he's gone. And apparently it was an easy decision, actually. I was reading today that it was a very easy decision for him to leave Celtic. So off you pop, son, and good luck, and thanks for the money. Celtic need to use that money though. We did sign Nygren, who mainly plays in the right hand side or can play as an 8. So we're short on wingers with Jota injured. We can't just get into the campaign with Maeda on the left. I know Forrest can play on the left, but I don't think Yang's going to be hanging about too much longer. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think Celtic can rely on him He's been here a couple of years and we've seen in flashes that he's a good player. He is a good player at times. He's really technical, and when he's driving at players, I think he's better on the left-hand side when he's driving players and then cuts in. He's got a wee bit of something, but he's just not stood up to what we need. He's not stepped up to the plate and become a Celtic stalwart, which is exactly what we need. Maybe he'll prove us wrong this year, but I think he'll be out the door, to be perfectly honest. All right, first things first then. It is regarding a winger, and it's regarding Royal Antwerp's Michel-Ange Balikwisha. We have been talking about this guy, feels like forever now, and according to some reports, Celtic are close to putting in a £5 million bid. I don't know if that's enough to get the guy, but apparently that's where we're going, and you know, Celtic like to lowball things and come in low and work their way up. I don't know. You can let me know. Do you think if Celtic put a bid in for Balikwisha, £5 million, that would cut it? Not sure. The guy, is, as you probably know, he operates mainly in the left, so it gives Maeda cover and also gives him a wee bit of competition. You don't want him just operating in the left-hand side. I don't think it really matters with Maeda. I think some players need to be pushed. Don't think that's the case with Maeda, but what it would be good for is to give the guy a break. We've seen back end of last year, he looked burst. He looked absolutely burst. And you can't just rely on one person. I think if you bring somebody in with a bit of quality, and that's, for me, Balikwisha, as he's got that, he's got the quality, it then gives Maeda the opportunity in the lesser games to go and take a step back and a rest. Also, lets Brendan change things in game. If you're talking about Maeda, Ida up front, and if he does not quite working, and don't know what's happening with Yamada yet, if he's coming in or not, but if either of the two are not working, we know Maeda can play through the middle, and he done super well back end of last year. I think Brendan Rodgers fancies him still as a left winger. I think he sees him as a left winger, and that's why we're looking at so many strikers. So many strikers, actually. There's far too many. So that would be a good option. If Celtic can go and actually not fuck this up by lowballing it too much and then waiting for another team to come in and pick this guy up, just go and get him. Just go and don't squabble over £1 million, don't squabble over 500 grand, just go and pay the money. We've lost out on Isaac Janssen. It looks like he's set to join Nice from Rapid Vienna, and that looks like it's about £8.5–9 million, which is probably why Celtic bailed on it. Maybe too rich for us. So that guy's gone, and he was Kuhn's replacement actually for last year. But I just think if you want to make this work, go and pay the money. And I don't know if £5 million is enough. But please do let me know in the comments. Do you think five's enough? What do you think the guy's worth? Are Celtic lowballing this if it is a £5 million offer? Second thing I want to talk about is this new link that's come up with Portugal U21 left back. We are in desperate need of a left back, in my opinion. I think we need somebody to cover KT. Inamura, I don't think, as I said earlier, I don't think he's in to play left back. We can see if Brendan plays him in that position through these friendlies and how he gets on. Maybe we've found a guy that can play there, I don't know. But links with this guy, Flávio Nazinho. Plays for Cercle Bruges in Belgium, and he played 39 times last season across all competitions, which is a lot of games for a young guy. So it shows that he's in playing around the first team. He started his career at Sporting Lisbon, played mainly for the B team, played around 29 games for the B team. He did play for the first team. He played 5 games for the first team. Season 21 to 23. So good calibre for me, good calibre. Sporting Lisbon is a good team. But he signed for Bruges last summer for £1 million, and he's now starting to attract attention across Europe, Celtic being one of them. I think if we want this guy, we need to move fast. He's been through the full under international setup with Portugal. He's went from under 16 right through to under 21, played around 17 games, so he's obviously rated. and I know it doesn't always work out when you're talking about kids playing for the unders, especially in Scotland. It's weird. We seem to have a decent under 21 team or under 18 team, and then it just they just fall flat and it never works out. But he's been through the international scene so far when the unders. Now we'll get Portuguese outlet Record. They claim Celtic are among a few clubs actually showing interest in him, and he's a highly rated defender apparently. He is decent at the back, he's disciplined at the back, and he's good going forward as well, and he's earned a lot of praise for his participation in the Portugal U21 European Championship this summer. Played quite a lot of games and done really well, and he is now attracting attention, and Celtic have been linked with him. I don't know the fee, I don't know how much money you're talking about, but again, I think if you want this player and you like him, just go and get him, because without Taylor's gone, we've only got Kieran Tierney. It seems this one is a good move. He's a young guy, he's got good pedigree. We're not talking about putting him in, making him your first choice. You're talking about him coming in and playing an amount of games behind Kieran Tierney, learning and growing and becoming a better player. So it might be a good step for him. The problem is he's not just been looked at by us. The names that have been tracked are big names. You're talking Roma and Real Sociedad. So like I said, if Celtic want to go and get him, go and get him. Reports are saying Bruges are under a wee bit of financial pressure, a wee bit of financial strain, which would force them to sell the boy. So like I said, and I've said it again, if you want him, go and get him. He fits the profile. Young, dynamic, strong, would be able to grow at Celtic, and then would have a decent sell-on fee as well. You know, depending on what you're going to get him for. If they've signed him for £1 million, I don't know, maybe 3-4 million. I don't know. I've just pulled that number right out of the sky. Might be talking an absolute nonsense, but it could be a good option for him to come. Celtic are a good club for these guys when they're looking at us, and they think, right, I can go and play, can play in Europe, can play in a good team, can play for a world-renowned team, learn my football, get better known, and then move on to a bigger club. Kuhn's an example, you know, comes for 3 million and he's away for 17.5. 18 months later. So it's a good shout. I think left back is a position that we really need to go and sort out. And this is a new face, a new name linked with the position. And I like the sound of going and getting an under 21 or a young guy at 21, 19, 20, 21. I don't think bringing in an experienced or established left back is the right thing to do when you've got Kieran Tierney around, and I think that's probably why Greg Taylor decided to get out. Okay, well listen, not got long left, and I'm going to just touch on, there's a rumour Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that to me it's total nonsense, it's complete bollocks. He'll be staying in the Premier League. He's a very, very good player. He will demand big wages, and he's also got that injury side, that he's been out injured for an awful long time. Take that aside. He's just at a point in his career where I don't see him coming to Celtic. I think he's been in interest now for Manchester United. It was when Calvert-Lewin left Everton. He's not signed another contract with anybody, so he's a free agent, but he'll get picked up by a Premier League club. I think that is an absolute nonsense that he's been linked with Celtic. So listen, I hope that was useful and I hope you enjoyed it. Please again, like, share, subscribe, click that bell because it lets you know when the content drops. And what we'll do is we will catch you on the next one. Okay, thank you.